I'm going to go down to the bottom right hand corner where it says add page. I'm going to click on the three dots over there and I'm going to say duplicate that page. So I've now got two of those pages. You can see here I can flick between page 1 and page 2. And on this page here I'm going to click on the background picture, my shoes, and I'm going to go along to the edit and say remove the background. And I'm going to try and get rid of this background over here. Now it takes a moment to do it, but it usually actually does quite a good job. Aha, there we are. I'm going to just pull that down a little bit like that, just so at the bottom of the case is not showing. So I'm happy with that. It's cut that out really beautifully. But what I want to do now is I want to put a picture into the background behind this. So we're going to go down to media and I'm going to say generate image. And I want that to be a square. I'm going to make it the same size as my document. Over there. And then I'm going to describe what I want. So I'll just type it in here. Now I've put in old ship cabin interior with sun streaming through the portholes. So I kind of want that lovely old look to it. I think I also need to tell it that I want it to be old. Now I've tried to be a bit more specific about it, and I've said this should look old and a bit worn and dirty. Let's see what we can get. Now using Firefly over here, I'm going to go down to the content type. I don't want it to be art. I actually want it to be a photographic type of image over there, and I'm going to click on generate. So we'll try Firefly first. It's a bit of a tongue twister there, and let's see what we get. Oh, that's interesting. It's still not as old and dark as I thought. Let's have a look at that one. That's lovely. Looks like it's something from Jules Verne. That's not too bad at all. There's lots and lots of really lovely wood on here. I particularly do like that one there. So if I move it down below all those other layers, we get that lovely background in there. This is a little bit too shiny, but we can adjust things later on. But let's have a go with some other ones as well. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm just going to copy all that text there because I don't want to get rid of this picture. I'm going to say generate image again, generate a square, and do another one. And we're going to have a look and see what the other models give us. So this time, instead of using Firefly, I'm going to go down to Gemini Flash. And we'll try that same text in there. Over there, we'll click on generate and see what happens here. Oh, now that is interesting. It's really old and dark. Let's try that one below. Personally, even though it's bright and contrasty in the background, I like the look of this one with the wood. Sometimes you'll get a better result from one, sometimes a better result from another one. So it's worth trying the different models in there. Don't forget to change them to photographic to get a real photographic look. But of course, you can then go along to the effects over here and adjust them with any of these effects. We can change the colors. You can see over here we've got sort of portrait or darken the whole thing down, shadows, sun bath. That's an interesting one. Let's get rid of that and go back to the edit, because we can also use the adjustment in here to edit it. And I could lower the contrast a little bit so it wasn't quite so bright, darken it down if I thought it would bring out the shoes a bit more. That is coming out really nicely for the shoes, and well, I think that's not looking too bad at all. Sometimes when backgrounds are really busy, you can use the blur to just add a bit of blur to the image so you can sort of see the look that we're going for in there, but without too much detail. Really like the look of that. Now all I need to do is to go to my text, and I'm going to change that to white, or I could use the same color over here one of our colors from our branding. I'm going to just go with white on there for the main and sort of slightly off-white for the sub. Right, so we've now got two versions of the very clean version and the one with an interesting background behind it. Don't forget, with your background, you can actually then still go in and change it a little bit as well. If I pull it out, maybe I could get something more like that, which looks really, really interesting in the background. It's blurry, so it doesn't matter if I scale it up or down. Have fun with that. Try creating a really interesting background picture. Don't forget to check out our other courses in Adobe, Affinity, and Canva.